Okay. Call to order the Fairfield Golf Commission meeting of Monday, May 13th. Why don't we do a roll call here? I'll start. Peter Sechrist.
Mike Harrington.
Bob Gorman.
Peter Grace.
Bob Bailey.
Lori Mangialisa.
Sarah LaChursis.
And on the call, or on the phone?
Liam Hearn.
Anthony Calibers, Director of Parks and Recreation.
Perfect. So first order of business, did everybody get the chance to go over the minutes? Anybody have any changes?
Nope.
Nope.
All right, can I have a motion to approve?
I move that they accept it as submitted.
Mike Harrington puts the motion down.
Second.
Bob Gorman second. All in favor? Aye. Okay. Minutes to pass. I don't know if Prue's on the phone or not. She said she was going to be. I hope so. Why don't we jump right into staff reports? Mr. Pro?
Hello, everyone. I thought the numbers were really good for, we did have 6 days where we had 15 or less players, so that's about 20% capacity down. So the numbers look pretty strong to me, so the demand is still really good here.
Did we get the weekend mostly in?
We did.
Yeah.
We got a little
The
lucky
rate
for
was,
sure.
yeah.
We got lucky for sure, but 6 closed days out of 30 is
A lot.
a good chunk, and just, you know, you came close with the numbers.
Yeah.
I think that is a real testament to Pete and his staff. The work they've done has just been great. All I ever hear is accolades about the course being great. Rarely hear anything negative. We did, I invited Callaway, Titleist, and TaylorMade came in the last month or so to do free fitting.
That's great.
Well attended, sell out every time, so it's really nice to have them here. We have some great quality fitters.
Yeah.
Feedback.
What's the name of the Titleist guy who came?
His name is Andy Inman.
Yeah.
He's a tour fitter.
He's
The
good.
fact that he was here at Smith is amazing.
I got fitted by him. He is good.
Yeah, he's the best in the business, maybe, in the whole.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, he's talented.
Yeah. And he takes the time with you.
No, he will not tell you
For
something if he
anybody.
doesn't. He all the people, he told 3 of them, look, your equipment's right where it needs to be. So he's not there just trying to.
Yeah.
But he's wonderful at what he does, and he's a friend of mine. Great to have him here.
Good. Great. That's nice.
He
Were
was
the-
champion mid-20?
Yes, his brother.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He played the tour for a short time, and then he blew out his knee.
What's his first name?
Andy. He's a very talented musician, too. Head of the Skunk Rockers. You ever want to see a good live band?
How was it attended by, did you get, were people signed up?
It sells out in under a minute when they put it out there.
That's great.
Every one of them.
Yeah.
So they're all coming back again in the next month or so.
Okay.
It's good. Great. That's about all I have.
Okay.
How's the driving range?
We'll let Anthony speak to that, but the driving range numbers look great to me. I think that's a combination of the machine working
Yeah.
and the extended hours and the mats and the balls are good and it should be good.
When are outside events kicking in?
We've already started.
Haven't-
Yeah, very successful. We hosted the Fairfield Fire Department for the first time. They booked again for next year before they started. They had an amazing time. It was really great, and I really think I really like the local community ones we get.
They take the whole course?
Yeah, they had a big, strong 132.
Yeah.
I was able to still get a little play after them. It worked. It's working. It's okay. So more times than not, I can get play either before or after the outing.
Yeah.
Which is nice to keep.
So how many outings do we have now for this year?
Yeah, we do have. I think the official count is 13. We lost one that was in August, but we're still hearing from people. So yeah, that doesn't include like we have some other ones like Snuga, and then when you guys have your groups and stuff like that, we have a CSJ event. But those are the charity type ones.
What's CSGO this year?
We're having the CSGA Connecticut Open qualifier.
Oh, cool.
And what's really awesome about that is they pay. So it's not, it's not a free fee, so,
Even better.
yeah. bad lake night there, I think the exposure is good.
Yeah, absolutely.
When will that be?
I think, I want to, off the top of my head, I think it's July 6th.
Okay.
It's that
Early
Tuesday of
July.
that week.
Yeah, July 4th on weird.
6th is the Saturday,
No, then it's the 8th. 9th, whatever that, yeah, the 9th.
the weekend.
Yeah, that's Tuesday.
Where's the connect?
And then Tuesday, it doesn't affect the 9th off the back, Tuesday's a perfect day to do it.
Yeah.
What's that?
Where's the connect?
This year's at Shore Haven.
I'm sure it, really.
Yeah.
It's where?
Shore Haven Golf Club. It's good to see that you get a lot of good players coming to hear their feedback. It's valuable.
It's always nice to see how the course holds up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you could make them possible if you wanted to. Hopefully we'll be,
All about the
we'll be
green.
very generous with the pins in the middle.
That's right.
We don't need them out there for,
Right.
I've always been a proponent of a fair setup. 6 hard, 6 easy, 6 normal. The guy plays great, you tip your hat.
Roll them and put the hell out of them.
Yeah, don't do much different. That's right. Great, that's about it.
Okay. Anybody else? Any questions? Okay. Anthony?
Yep, Anthony here. Bob talked a little bit about the numbers. You'll see overall for the fiscal year, we're actually up 20,000. We could attribute that to opening the course early, but yes, we did have a pretty strong April even with the weather. Driving range update. We are proceeding with Cover the Tees to install the new upgrades to the driving range, which will include a covered bay. Those contracts should be going to the Board of Selectmen at their next meeting. Once the contracts are approved, the contractor they're ready to start work. So we're still eyeing early July to have that project fully complete. And after meeting them on site, it does seem that we won't even need to close the driving range during construction. So our revenue might dip a little just because people don't want to be around it, but we're still going to be taking in some money, which is a good thing for us. And that's all I have.
Good. Yeah, it's nice to see, Anthony, too, that the non-resident numbers have, outpacing last year. I don't know what that means from previous years, but so far, year to date, the non-resident numbers have gone up a little bit.
Yep, it's looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the junior resident IDs.
I really like that too. I'm
Yeah,
happy with that. It's
big
really
number.
too, because the kids aren't out of school.
Right,
I
right.
think you'll see a kick when they get out of school.
Yeah. Has there been, April is such a coming month, it sort of is, but, are we still getting IDs?
Yeah.
New IDs coming in? or- Yeah.
It's weird. I haven't been able to get a flow of those in my head.
Seasonality behind it? Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, the numbers look great.
Yeah.
The numbers look great. Let's keep going. Okay, so far it's been good, I think. And, part 3 too is cranking along. Good. Okay. Peter?
Good evening. First I'll start, I don't know if you all saw the thing about the par 3 that the guy at Connecticut Golf did down there, big video on. He gave it rave reviews, gave it an 8 for the par 3. Said a great condition, loved it, water fountains on it. He did say the only thing was missing was a portage on it. So,
Are they gonna rate it?
huh?
Is it gonna be rated?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was told soon we should have the numbers. Yeah.
So anyway, everything's very good down at par 3 here. We've been going crazy, running around, putting sod down, fixing things, spraying, fertilizing, cutting. My guys have just been working their tails off out there, and I really appreciate their efforts. The benches, we've kind of put a stop to it because they just keep coming at me. So,
Yeah, I saw that email. I don't even recall that happening. I thought, Anthony, are you kind of handling the bench situation, requests and
yeah,
that sort of thing?
you see, we talked about it today.
Okay.
He put a kibosh on it.
Oh, okay.
That's where we get caught up.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah,
There's only so many benches. to put
But anyway,
out.
but the golf course is great. I haven't heard as many complaints. And going forward, we just keep improving. I have issues with the main entrance right now. I'd like to get that spruced up a little bit, but we gotta get, you know, I only have so many guys to get so many things done, and we have a lot of things to do, but, you know, main entrance has been, people have been complaining about, so I'm gonna be looking into that next, and like I said, I still got benches to put in. I got 3 more, maybe 4.
What's wrong with the main entrance?
It doesn't look that.
Kind of ordinary.
And, you know, people call and
On
say,
flowers.
you know, what are you gonna do at the main entrance? I mean, it's, maybe not a big deal to some people, it's a big deal to other people, and so,
What are you gonna do?
well, sod and put some flowers or
Okay.
mulch. But I've got Victor from Parks and Rec coming up. I'm gonna take a look at it and see if we can work as a team together to get these gardens cleaned up, those gardens cleaned up. It's starting to look a little ratty.
Yeah,
You know, I get out there in the golf course, I look at the golf course, and I go up here, and I go, oh my God, this place looks terrible, so.
Yeah.
so, just following up on that, has the irrigation been turned on out here and back there?
As far as I know, for
Yeah,
the gardens, that I don't know, I'll go check on that.
okay.
And I know the
Yeah, I think
irrigation's on.
Well, yeah, but I don't know if that's actually turned on.
Yeah, it says, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who did Aqualon did that? I don't know if they
I'm not
need to
gonna
come
know.
out. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and we're actually planning on maybe doing a refresh in there anyway. I think there's some money left over. It just never kind of,
And it's
It
a
didn't-
manpower at a time.
the way we architected it didn't really, it needs to be
I know, so.
refreshed. So anyway, you're right, if we can get those kind of cleaned up and maybe some mulch in there, and then, the water turned on, that might be helpful.
We're still working on a lot of drainage, we've got, still got some drainage issues to take care of.
Yeah.
Right now, we're working on back to 16T because I can't get a mower up there, because it's just such an incline, I don't know why, and all of a sudden you can't such an incline. So we're trying to make that easier. And looking at that, those catch basins, trying to get some clearing going on back there. We got a lot of things going on, and
Yeah.
my guys are doing a great job.
So where are the irrigation issues, the big issues right now? I mean, 18 seems to have gotten a lot better. 7 seems to have gotten a lot better.
7?
Yeah.
Pardon?
Wait. It's vicious
Six.
cycle, because, you know, we start working on drainage because it's so wet, then it gets dry. Now we're probably gonna see irrigation problems, you're gonna see the little breaks and leaks everywhere, but it's, right now, the drainage problem has been alleviated, because if I was to try to just do the French drain on 6 and button up what we have right now.
So is that sort of fixed? Once you had fill in there, I saw rock, right?
Yeah, that's where it's gonna, the other one is right here, but it catch basin on 6, we gotta do some more work on. But,
I mean, do you have the money to do that, or the manpower, or?
we never have enough money or manpower, but
Wrong-
we'll get it
wrong
done.
way.
We will get it done, one way, shape, form, or another.
How much money do you have the excavator for?
That's the issue. We only got another.
Whose tools is it?
You rented it?
You gotta rent them.
What do you do on 7? To improve
Really,
that?
so much pipe,
Huh?
they laid so much.
A lot of pipe, and like digging out some broken pipe.
Oh, did you dig out
Fix
old
the
pipe?
broken-
You know, it's, well, 175 feet crushed clogged pipe we took out. That was on the left side of 6 cart path.
I think he's talking about 6, not
On
7.
seven?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, 7.
6, yeah.
We didn't do much over 7. That
No.
just kind of alleviated itself a little bit.
I'll be darned.
But, you know, as need basis, really, you know, we're out there band-aiding this.
So you just put your finger in the dike when there's a leak.
Right.
Could I ask, the schedule to cut greens and change pins, can you just help me or us understand, I'm not criticizing, I'm trying to understand when pins get changed, when greens get cut or rolled, or both? Is there,
We get cut every day, so it's raining. And cut
every day?
Every day,
Okay.
unless it's too wet. In big places, we usually do 9 and 9.
And is there on the placement of the pins, are you guys, I know there's only so many
It's only spots
There's only
on.
those spots
Basically,
you can go, but do you try and help alleviate traffic of walking, and, I mean, is that part of your,
No, not so much
Where
the
to
traffic,
put it
I
in.
mean, we get so much traffic anyway, but if it's a red flag, if we change it, we'll make it a white flag. If it's a white flag, we'll change it, we'll make it a blue flag. If it's a blue flag, we'll make it a red flag. Keep trying to alternate, try to get 666 out there.
yeah,
And, you know, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't.
right.
When you say 9 and 9, what do you mean?
9
You
holes.
Change nine
holes
holes.
each day?
And then change the other nine. We're trying that out. see if
So every
anything
hole changes.
I think people know it, of course. I know, I mean, like that, they're not 11, I was sitting there for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And last month, I brought up the concept of the men's club, the women's club, seniors club, possibly adopting a hole to,
Take care of the difference.
fill divots, you know,
And rake
ball
sand.
marks, whatever. Any thought on that?
And you know what, I didn't give much thought, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't have a problem with it at all. I don't think the union problem would be a problem either, but,
I mean, if to go, I think, logistically, there'd have to be whomever is involved would have to have access to fill a cart. You'd have to be observant of when you're trying to take care of this. You know, if you adopt hole 18, you have until, you know, basically 7:30 in the morning to get out there and do it. If you're adopting hole 1, you know, you're gonna do it at night, sort of. And so I guess, I think the men's club, I don't know about the ladies, not that you guys speak for them, but I think there was some agreement. You guys, I think you said that seniors would take care of a couple holes. I think we'd love to see that happen. I don't know if it's gonna be successful, but I think it's worth a try for a year.
send the men's club right out to the corner of 2, send them out to the corner of 9.
Yeah, well, that's, you know, that's the whole, you know, if you're really dedicated, that's where we need to spend time.
And we have plenty of fill in the cart barn, and you can use the cart whenever you.
That was what I was looking for, Bobby, thank you.
We have really new divot heads
I hear.
that we've, well, I'm working through what we had, but it's close to making its way.
inventory, you're getting an old inventory out?
Yes,
Is that the new fill? that you
Yeah.
guys bought?
and we got it to work, I think it's gonna make a nice change.
It's greenish and it's got seed in it.
So would we be taking a cart out with buckets, or would we have
There's a
jars?
bucket, or you can just take the fill bottles. We have extras, like there's 20 that we rotate. I think the bucket's better.
I would agree with, I
But
don't know.
it sits right on the back of the cart, it's like your Home Depot bucket.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I can envision that perfectly.
Yeah, it's all pre-mixed.
I'm trying to think if suddenly two or three teams show up and they want to go out and take care of their hole, you know, we take the jars out instead of the bucket.
Yeah.
We don't supply hard hats.
I'm hopeful we can get the volunteers.
Well, that's, you know, we'll talk to the men's club and ladies club and the seniors and see, what's appropriate, but I would urge, Brian, you're here, I would urge us to try to figure out, we have a lot of members, so we would maybe take 10 or 12 holes, and the ladies take 2 or 3, and the seniors take 2 or 3, or whatever, we'll figure that out in short order. It'd be worth a try, and maybe it fails miserably, but I think it's, I think it would make a big difference, so.
So what would be, you're thinking of, divots and fairways and then ball marks on green?
Tees, fairways, ball marks, you know, that's gonna be tough, but, you know, I think with Brian, we can't have public comment yet, can we, or can we? We're sending a letter out to the men's club asking what's the ask?
Yeah, so, Brian Daly, 195 Hurd Street. There was, the board of the men's club came up with a care of course program that they proposed to the board to then propose to Bob and Pete, eventually get out to our membership. And basically, it's a little different than Adopt a Hole. Basically, we would, based on people's last names, we would assign them a hole when you're actually out there playing to, if you have the time without slowing down play, fill divots, be conscious of the traps. If you're in a trap and you see footprints, rake traps. And, if you have the time and you're not holding up play, go around each green and fix a ball mark or two. And it would only be for, say, my example, I'm last name Daly, ends with D, I'll have hole number 4, say, and I would just do it for that hole. Just because you don't want someone doing it every single hole and then you slow down play. So it's really just to create awareness, more than anything else. To get it out to the membership. We've started every now and then, we send out, hey, please fix ball marks, kind of stroke them a little bit, say, hey, it's not us, as a club, and we take care of the course, but it sets a good example for the general public, blah, blah, blah. I've seen Bob go out and, find divots and replace divots, and that gets contagious, right? And I started doing it, right? And, I see other people start doing it. So
Clancy started that.
Clancy started, yeah. It's just really to create awareness, but adopt the whole would be even better, right? If we actually have people who are dedicated, and some people have asked about that, right? Oh, could we, Bob, but others have said, can we adopt the whole? Can we go out at night or first thing in the morning?
Yeah.
How often do you, visit them coming out?
Well,
Once a week?
let's think if it works and there's seed and it grows, it's gonna take a couple months to affect all that, but, I would think initially it would be a couple hours a week. If you get 2 or 9, you could be out there for 2 or 3 hours, couple days a week.
But do it once a week.
As often as needed. If you play here, the guys are gonna, and then the women are gonna do this or play here enough. They're gonna know
Right.
if it's not working and they need to do more work, I would think. I really don't know the number, Mike. I wish I could tell you. But, if I owned 2, I'd be out here pretty late for a couple hours, for 2 or 3 days in a 2-week period, just trying to get it started and see how it goes. So,
Okay, no, I'm just wondering what to suggest.
what to tell people, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Bob, have you thought of having the mini bottles of seed like they have at the private club
For walking?
for the walkers? I know they walk away, but I know when Bob walked away with one, it would still be in his cart.
Yeah.
And he could bring it the next time and refill it, because a lot of the damage is caused by, not the damage, but not
Yeah.
everybody,
Yeah.
they don't have
My
to.
experience is walkers fix their divots.
Good point.
Walker's what?
I think that's fair. That's
They
just
can
in
fix
general.
In general. But I think it's not a bad idea, I can get some.
Because
That's easy.
then they can fix
I
more
can get
than
a
their
box.
own divot.
That's easy.
Because I tend
Well, I
to
think on
drive,
the first tee or.
Yeah, in general, I would say the walker is kind of conscientious and stuff.
but I tend to fix a bunch, because I'm in the cart, so if I fix
Yeah.
mine, I fix like 6 more.
Remember years
Just
ago, we put bottles out there,
Yeah.
out in
Yeah.
the corners. and
Yes,
People would just smash it.
Are the bottles still on the carts?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
yeah.
Pete, I was wondering this. If you take a fresh divot and you stick it back in, is it better to stick it back in, or is it better to
Put dirt in, which I've heard different.
Whether
Whether
you're-
you're question or where you live.
Depends how good a divot it is.
Yeah, you're right.
And
The shallow one.
How deep it is?
He's right, it depends on the divot.
It's a nice juicy one, put it back, and then, but even if it's a pretty good
Generally,
one.
if it stays together, if it's one piece,
Yeah,
you gotta keep
the
it. You gotta keep her.
Yeah,
If it does the explosion,
Okay.
Yeah, if it's like 3 pieces.
yeah, unless you're a good artist, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty good at
In
fixing.
July and August, when it's really hot, they put them back in and usually burn
With the
them.
new mix,
That's what-
I would
yeah.
lean towards the mix.
But this time of year and
For
in
the
the
mini
fall,
bottles,
definitely
for the
put 'em back.
walkers.
I like the
My
Yeah.
thinking is that for the seniors, 80% of our guys ride,
Right.
and we have set foursomes. So if I picked a foursome and said, okay, you've got hole 8 here, there's 4 of you now with 2 carts, lots of stuff. Run the whole hole as your penalty.
Just can't slow things down.
You can't slow that down.
No,
That's the trick.
So that's the key
Right,
here,
but I
right?
picked different portions for
You're not getting in
different
front of
There's
people.
a time for every hole, though.
Yeah.
That's his point.
Yeah. Look, it'd be and no slight on Pete, but you don't have enough people to do that. And I think if you allow us to try it, it's worth a shot.
That's why I give you more people.
Well, that would be good. That's the trade.
Eventually, does the mix get hit with some water? I guess.
Yeah. No,
You're right, though,
Yeah.
there's no growth without that.
Yeah. So should we have water bottles?
No, let's let God or the sprinkler system do its work.
No, it's
That's the garden.
nice moist soil
Yeah.
that, has good seed in it.
He's gonna have to turn those puppies on soon.
Yeah, it's getting firm.
Supposed to rain tomorrow, Wednesday.
So what's our next step on this?
You guys going with volunteers, I think, right?
Yeah, but maybe we come back next month with a report from the men's club, the ladies club, and the seniors. What's the right number? 3, 3, and 12 for the men?
Works for me.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only so many, seniors and females. We have 400.
Yeah.
You go with 12?
Yeah.
And we'll take some of the harder ones maybe, because we got.
And then,
So we could put 3 teams on 2, or 3 teams on 9.
We'll get enough on.
All right.
and then someone at the next meeting can assign the holes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just from an HR standpoint, next month we'll have a report on whether or not this is legal per union guidelines.
Ah,
Thank you for that.
The voice of doom.
good. We're counting on you.
I'm hoping it's legal. I think we could use all the help we could get.
Clarify what we're gonna do. All we're looking at is divots and raking bunkers. Not anything that would be considered
T's and divots, yeah.
divots on tees and fairways.
Yeah.
And raking bunkers. So I don't know
Got it.
whether that's considered maintenance or not under the union rules.
I will definitely get a ruling for us, one way or the other.
Okay,
Who do you have to go to for that?
I'll start with HR, but most likely the town attorney.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. That's it, Peter?
That's all I
Anything else?
I got lost in divots.
All right. First Greens Committee report from Bob and Sarah. You guys Sarah, you want to start off, or?
No, Bob, start.
All right, Bob, start.
In general, I think the golf course is playing very nicely, and I have no complaints. The greens, I do have a question about, the greens seem to have a green and a brown tone. I know it's early in the growing season. And I'm just curious, is that normal? And maybe I play here enough and played here many years, I should know that, but it seems unusual. There's a sort of a green and a brown tint to the greens.
Green and brown. And there's a little striping,
Yeah,
fertilizer striping, yeah.
okay.
Don't know if it was the spreader problem or it was a operator problem, but they either overlapped or underlapped.
Okay. So I'm not drunk. Okay, good. I wasn't sure. It seemed noticeable on almost every green.
Oh, believe me, I noticed it,
Okay, all right.
but there's not much I can do about it.
It shouldn't have a long-term impact, that was.
No.
Okay,
Yeah, it's in a grow.
okay. Other than that, outside some divots in the fairways, I think, we're in pretty good shape. And two T is looking good. I think it's a brilliant move to let it grow out. Bunkers have too many rocks, but other than that, things are good. Sarah?
I don't go in the bunkers, so. I'm gonna agree, I think it's in great shape, the tee boxes that we've talked about,
Yeah,
especially the forward tees are tough.
still
They're still
hard.
hard,
They're hard.
yeah, really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, we air fly them, overseed them, fertilize them. divot mix, and, I'll verify them again. I mean, there's just,
But if there's gonna be something not good, the tees are okay. You know, the greens are good, the fairways are good, the tees.
you're putting a peg in the ground.
Yep.
Supply
I
hammers.
agree, yeah, and we talked, well, you'll see the list, but, talked about expanding that eighth green, that eighth tee.
Yeah, and I think that would make a huge difference, because it's so small, everybody's hitting from the exact same spot.
Number 8.
And they're all hitting from the left, because it's the
Right.
shortest way over the water, so if we expand it to the left.
The shortest way over the water.
By about a foot and a half.
It is psychological, it's the greatest.
Yeah.
I adore it. It does need to be about 5 times bigger, we could get everyone over there once in a while. I think even the black key player would enjoy hitting that little shot to a tuck pin.
I think so.
Devilish little, in the spot, back left, yeah, in that little spot.
Back in the valley,
It's a
yeah.
great view from there.
It's
great.
so pretty.
So nice. Okay, that's it.
That's where I want my.
Liam, anything on the par three?
You dying to? Or you better die.
I'll say that I would have a report, except I couldn't get a tee time on Saturday or Sunday because it was all booked up. So I ended up playing Tashua. Tashua looks great, guys. I don't know. No, I didn't get a chance to play the par three, but I wanted to this weekend.
Okay. All right, Mike's out today as well. We're not here today, so, get up earlier.
It's getting older, you're up at 5, you're my age.
All right, thanks, Lynn. Old business. The only thing I had was to, circle back on, spoke about the hitting net. on the
Yeah,
first tee.
Okay, yeah.
Anything?
So I priced it out and all that, but I personally feel, and I know this is totally up to you guys, that it would, where we want it, it will cause a traffic problem. I know we don't think people are gonna hang out there, but they're gonna,
I agree.
and it's in
Okay.
an awkward spot. I propose we take out half the lockers and just put a non-track man hitting bay right inside there. I don't know if that's something I have the authority to propose, but I think it's a great compromise.
It's a perfect,
Yeah.
perfect room for it.
Have we sold 0 lockers today?
Yeah, because
one-
it's sitting there
one-
useless.
One, and there's a couple more people with locks on there that I threatened to clip that I haven't clipped quite yet.
Yeah,
I know who they are, and I need to have a
okay.
conversation. But I think it would make
So
sense.
that would be a permanent install?
Yeah, just put it in there.
Yeah.
I think that'd be great.
I think it's perfect myself,
So it's
because
only one locker rent?
so far. Yes. To me, I love the idea, but where he
Yeah.
proposed it,
You're gonna have.
I worry about people getting hit.
Exactly.
I'm worried about people getting
Right.
distracted.
It's too far forward.
Yeah, trust me, I think it's a good idea. I look like over here, there's nowhere to go, because it goes straight down.
Yeah.
I think inside there, and then,
Perfect.
I just don't know about pulling the blockers out.
And that would be free, people just
Yeah.
line up and
Yeah.
first come, first
People like
served.
to sometimes just make 2 or 3 swings,
That's-
just
that's all you need.
feel the ball.
Yeah,
I think it's a good compromise.
that might be less expensive, actually.
Oh, it's gonna be, well, you don't have to buy a track man,
Yeah,
so it's gonna
that's
cost,
right.
I don't know how much it's gonna cost to remove the lockers, that's gonna be your big expense.
What's
Who
the
makes
plan
that
when,
Anthony, what's your thoughts on that?
well, my only question would be, what's the plan for when someone just camps out in there with, 50 balls and just continues to hit? I know that's not the intent of what we're talking about, but I
You're right.
can see people doing that.
If it's raining, someone's gonna come
Either
up
way, I
and-
think that
Well,
was gonna happen.
Yeah, either
We
way.
have our ways.
But, yeah,
I mean,
guess that
put
would
a
come up
sign
with-
out, hit max
10 balls.
5 or 10 balls, whatever, yeah. I mean, people could police that, I
A
would
little
say.
fast.
Are you gonna provide the balls?
No, there'll be balls, people leave balls there, like
Yeah.
most hitting nets, but, if somebody wants to bring 2 or 3 balls, that's fine.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a simple solution.
All right, how do we,
So,
push
how do we
that
make it happen?
forward? That's gonna involve construction. You wanna just think about that over the next month?
What's the hitting
Talk about
net cost? $2,000?
Yeah, 2,595. Probably have to get something on the wall to So they don't
Hand it all over,
Yeah, so
yeah.
you don't get a
Yeah,
ricochet.
I know there's a ricochet that he was for, but I think that's $2,000.
So it's all on Anthony?
So I would be in favor, I'm not sure if we need, Anthony, do we need to do anything from a commission on this?
No, I don't think we need to do anything from a commission
Okay.
standpoint. We could handle this all internally, between Peter, my guys, and Bob.
Good.
Okay. I think it's a better outcome anyway,
Yeah.
it's a year-round outcome.
Yeah.
Very good. Anybody else have anything on the old business side? Okay, for new business, as you know, we've talked about creating a, long-term strategic planning subcommittee. Kind of had our first field trip on that, a couple weeks ago, whenever that was. But in order to officially create this, Anthony, let me know if I'm doing anything out of order here, but, I guess as chair, I can create the subcommittee and, appoint subcommittee members. At that point, the committee will have to, have an agenda, post agenda, have minutes,
First meeting.
do other kind of things that, we kind of do here. The subcommittee, can make recommendations, they really can't act on anything, but they can make recommendations to the full commission, for consideration and vote on. So, but I think this is a, really in light of what we heard at the Board of Finance meeting several months ago, or a few months ago anyway, I think it's helpful for us to start thinking about long-term, even medium to long-term, planning on, projects. But of course, I think, those of us who are on the tour of course, I think, it's pretty obvious in my mind what needs to be done, but I think there's certainly other things that might pop up when,
Anthony, a subcommittee has the same protocols as the commission, right? We have to post minutes, we have to have the meeting discussions recorded. Do you have to be there, or your representative? I'm thinking about the Marina subcommittee.
Yep. Yeah, Mike, you're spot on. The first, once the committee is appointed, I assume it will be 3 members. That committee will call for a special meeting. They'll post an agenda. They need to elect officers. I think they just need a chair. I don't think all 3 get a position. I think it's just a chair of the subcommittee. And then, like Peter said, they won't take any votes in subcommittee, but they will make recommendations to the full commission. I will do my best to be at these meetings when they happen. That'll obviously depend on my schedule, but it's not necessary all the time that I'm there. I like to try to be there, so if there's something that comes up, I could answer it for the subcommittee on the spot rather than have to play phone tag or go through email and then wait another month to have another meeting. And you guys could have meetings, you set your schedule that first meeting, so if you wanted to meet, every other week, you can do that. If you wanted to meet once a month, that's fine too, or every other month, whatever it is that you guys set. And if you have an idea of how many meetings you think this is going to take to develop the plan, you might say, okay, it's going to take us a year. Well, then set a calendar for a year's worth of meetings, or if it's going to take 6 weeks, set a 6-week calendar. And then if you need to have additional meetings, you could always call for a special meeting to extend the calendar. But you would need to have a secretary. Again, it could be Prue, it could be an unpaid secretary, one of the committee members, but they would have to type up the minutes, send it to Prue. Prue would have to, go through the normal process, posting all the meetings and stuff.
And it's got to be listed on the website as a subset of the Golf Commission, and
Yep.
And the minutes posted there for the public to see and all that.
Yeah, correct. And it is a public meeting, so the public can come and, and give public input. They wouldn't be able to be on the committee, but they can attend the meetings and provide public input when appropriate.
Right, so we have to have the agenda posted prior to, just like we do here. For the same kind of calendar. Okay.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, so I think we could need to say that. Okay, so then I will, why don't I appoint the members, well, I guess first, Mike, you requested to be on Lori, you volunteered. Does anybody else want to volunteer for the third? Bob? Okay. I think it's actually better that I'm not on it, to be honest with you. Just because I'm already the chair of the...
I think the only other person that expressed his interest was Michael. I don't know whether...
Mike?
Feinstein.
No, he did not.
Oh, he did not?
No, he did.
Oh, because he showed up for...
He showed up, yeah, but he didn't, I'm pretty not sure he wanted, but we have three anyway, so we might as well keep it so you can vote and pass something or not pass something. I wouldn't have a tie. Okay, so I appoint Mike Harrington, Lori, and Bob as members of the subcommittee. Do we have to vote on it? No, I can just appoint them, right, Anthony? We don't have to have a
Correct.
vote, right?
You just appoint them.
All right, appointed, done.
Do you want to
Go forth and prosper. So why don't you guys, I guess we'll come up with a,
Yeah, I'll put an email out to you guys and we'll pick a meeting date.
Okay.
Time and date.
and then you can coordinate with Prue maybe on that, on getting that posted, and then you guys can every first meeting, and just start off the process.
Okay.
Perfect, sound good?
Yep.
Okay, great. All right, I don't think we have any communications other than, well, just that email, so but that really was, that's been handled. Any public comment other than your prior public comments? Okay.
Could I ask one more?
Yeah, sure.
question?
Sorry, Bob, I apologize.
No, I forgot about this. Anthony, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe there was a political candidate that had made up ball markers, and he was asked not to distribute ball markers as a result of the upcoming election. Is that correct? I believe.
He has violated that policy twice to my knowledge, and I have sent letters to that politician twice saying, please do not do this.
Well,
So another one with T's too, right?
Well, the T guy is what I'm really concerned about, because I don't think that the politician that was running a couple of years ago is still distributing those ball markers. I believe I'm right. Mr. Curley curtailed that activity, I think.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking him, sorry. I forgot all about him.
Mr. Wang did not curtail that activity.
Are they still falling out of his pocket on the T?
They just happen to fall out in volume.
On everything.
And we're not going to get political here, but I think that has to stop.
Yeah,
I would, so is that happening now?
I'm sorry, Tony? Anthony?
Is that happening now?
Yeah.
Okay, I could reach out to Tony and tell him to please stop.
Would it help if the chairman of the golf commission asked him?
I can shoot him a note too, I have his email now.
That's fine. Peter,
I think it's obnoxious, and it's
Peter,
rude, and it's not good for the golf course, I think.
Not good for the mowers, can't be good for the mowers, it's plastic thing.
Peter, if you want to reach out to Tony first, that would be great. And as long as it stops, I won't have to send a letter. So.
Okay. Do you want me to CC you, or you want me to keep you out of it?
No, you could copy me on it.
All right.
And I'm not trying to be political here, and somehow we want to keep Tony as a friend, but we should get the point across, I think.
If he wants to hand out golf balls with his name on it.
Yeah, unless you're a Pro V
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Okay, anything else? Thanks, Bob, on that. All right. Want to make a motion
I
to adjourn?
move we adjourn.
Second.
You are very confident about your motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Anthony. Thanks, Liam.
Thanks, guys.
See you guys.
See you guys.